You see, any form of addiction, firstly, we have to see what it is. You have made drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and so many things, even the material world, your company. So this is your companion, in who surrounding you are, you become how your company is. If you keep company of people which is in this domain, of course automatically you will start to pick up the quality from them. You will start to act in that way. So firstly, if you want to change yourself, so you start to change the people which is around you. The companion, which you keep affect you. If you keep company of good people, the goodness of these people will come upon you. You will awake inside of your mind. It will transform you. But if in spite you say, yes, I want to change, but yet it's very difficult, I want to let go of drugs, I want to let go of alcohol, I want to let go of cigarette, but yet you still hold them, you still keep them, you will never be able to let go of them. First you have to throw them away and change the people you surround yourself with. Because if you, even in spite of throwing these things outside, because it's of material things, you can just throw it away. Everything which is material, but feeling is not material. The urge, it's not material. So that mind will pull you back again. But will pull you back to whom? It will pull you back to the same people again. So if you change your companion, keep away from these people, start having good people into your life. Engage, with a devotee. If you do that, automatically changes will happen. It's true, being among devotees, changes happen. If it is, let's say, like in Bhagavad itself, Bhagavan said, it is not in Canto 11, chapter 12, verse 1-2, Bhagavan said it, it is not by yoga, it is not by charity, it is not by penance, it's not by scripture, study of scriptures, it is not by self-intellectual analysis, but one can have the Lord under control as being in the company of my devotee. Being company of the devotee means that what the devotee hold inside of them, they pour it upon those which is in need of it. And through that, the transformation happen. And like that, you can truly and sincerely let go of all habits. Because you see, all habits will not let go just like this of you. Because you have entertained them. You have welcomed them into your life. You have befriended them. So by letting go of that kind of companion and take different companion into your life, that changed everything. Once there was a talk, because you see very often people talk about what is the greatness of being associated to devotees, to pure devotees, especially those whose mind is fully absorbed into Bhagavan. In Bhagavad itself, it said, in Bhagavatam, Canto 1, verse, chapter 18, verse 13, it is said that it is through the association that things can change. It is through association to the devotee. It is very rare, actually, to have this kind of association. So, to associate, like I said in that in the canto, said, a single association to a devotee, a true devotee, a sincere devotee, those who have that Lord inside of them, a sincere association to a pure devotee, worth more than even the merits of being in heaven or even attaining liberation. So what do you think? If this is that, that can liberate you, it is much more, than being here into this material, enjoying this material, realm itself. Does the Bhagavad say that? So there is this beautiful story, of once Vishwamitra asked Vashishta Muni, and asked him, what one associating to a devotee, because you see, when you associate yourself with people, you pick up certain things by people, And of course, Vashishta could not answer that, and he said, I can't really answer you this question. So let's go to Adishesh. He's eternally with Srimad Narayana. So let's go and ask him. So when they approach Adishesh, Adishesh had Bhumi Devi on his head. So they ask him the same question. What is the greatness of being among the devotee or being near to a realized being, Because the devotee is not just a normal person, even if they appeared outside as being normal, but they are not normal. So then Adishesh said to the sages, to Vishwamitra and Vashishta, I will be happily telling you the greatness of association of devotees, what that does, But you see, I'm very busy. I have to hold Mother Earth on my head. So if one of you can help me into that, then I will happily explain that to you. Vishwamitra approached and said, okay, I will help you. And he said, he took some water in his hand and he prayed, I offer thousands of years of penance to the feet of the Lord. I offer it to you so that I can hold this, hold Mother Earth. Then you can explain this about being in the association of devotees. As he did that, Adishesh took Mother Earth and gave to Vishwamitra. So Vishwamitra hold Mother Earth, but it was getting heavier and heavier. He could not. Very quickly he said, oh my goodness, this is too heavy, please take it back. So he gave it back to Adishesh. Adishesh, take it back. And I said, okay. And Vashishta said, okay, I offer the association of this present moment as offering. I dedicate that association that we are having right now as offering. And then Adishesh took Mother Earth and gave it to Vashishta, and Vashishta could hold Mother Earth. Then for quite a long time Vishwamitra was amazed, how is it possible? Then Adishesh explained that what you just experienced right now is the grace of being into the divine association itself, to be among the right people. And also like that, you see, if changes, if you really want to change, you have to change the companion which you are around. So if you keep into good association, the good will awake inside of you, and you will be able to hold that. Because it's not that easy. Like you said, you have tried very much. In chapter 15, verse 11 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, there's many, the yogis, the saint and the sages, they perceive me within themselves. But there is many, which is their mind, which is deluded, unrefined, unintelligent. They also strive, but they don't perceive me. They can't attain me. So you see how difficult it is. You keep striving, but one thing is very important, the purification of one mind, firstly. which means even if you have this addiction, you have to get rid of this addiction firstly. You can't still say, yes, I want to get rid, but I still hold upon something. Once you want to get rid of something, you have to let go of it. Otherwise, addiction will never let go of you. And as strong as you sincerely say that, yes, I want to get rid of it, it will be that easy also. I'll tell you a fact. You see, my father used to smoke. He used to smoke. He was a heavy smoker. He used to smoke like, I think, 2 packets of cigarette every day. And one fine day, I remember, I think I was 11 years old or something like that. One fine day, he just held the cigarette in his hand. I said, from now on, I stop smoking. He crushed the cigarette and threw it away. And from that day on, he have never smoked again. You see, that strong determination must be there. Because if you say, oh, I will stop little by little, it will never happen. People who say little by little, the mind still functions the same. The mind will still run toward the same thing. So then you will again go and meet your old friend. When you go and meet your old friend, the same samskaras from the past will come back again. So first, you have to be clear about whether you really want to get rid of this, this addiction or not. So you keep striving, but first you have to purify your mind. You see, purify your mind by really changing your mindset, how you are thinking. And how you will do that is by truly understanding, associating yourself with people which is the same kind. If you want to get rid of it, do not associate with negative people. You associate with positive people. And when with positive people, they will help you. It's not that they have to do something or giving you advice or anything. No. Just by their vibration itself, changes will happen. And this is the greatness of being among devotees itself. For changes to manifest itself, for changes for the Lord to reveal himself, like he said, in the association of the devotees, I reveal myself. It don't say that in association of other things, no. Only through that association, but Bhagwan himself praised that association. So if he himself is praising such association, meaning you become strength when you engage into service. Life is like this, very often you see, look at the devotee's life. The devotee's life is engaged into service to the Lord in everything that they do. Because they realize that this life is very important. This life is a great gift itself. And this life, what you are living right now, like I said, we are living in a wonderful time. And this wonderful time, not in every life you have that chance to live in such a wonderful moment. So, like it said in Bhagavad itself also, this life, it's very rare, life is very rare to attain. So even because you see, life is here, tomorrow is not here. So one moment it is here, the next moment you can die. But even rarer than life itself is an association of pure soul. That's what it said in the Bhagavad. So even more rare than your own life itself. It's not about this addiction. It's about this association whom you keep companion. And that is so beautiful when you understand how it is. And those which is associating with the divine, of course, they perceive a certain reality which the outside world doesn't perceive. And that reality which the devotee perceived rotate around the divine itself. The outside will tell you, no, this doesn't exist. This is just a fantasy. This is just stories. Because they don't have any experience of that. You know, there is this beautiful story of two frogs. You know? So one frog was living in a well, and for that frog, he was just staying in this well and he was happy about it. He just know the wall of his well and he will go up and down and dancing around. He don't know anything else from that wall. And one day, the sea was nearby. A frog from the ocean was washed into the well. And of course, they start to talk. So the frog of the well start telling, oh, how, you know, how is how is the ocean? How great is the ocean? Is it like my beautiful well? No? And the frog of the sea said, no, it's much more bigger. He said, how it is much more bigger? I said, is it 10 times bigger? I said, no, it is not 10 times bigger. It's much more than 10 times. It is 100 times bigger? I said, no, much more than that. So then the frog of the well started to argue with the frog of the sea, of the ocean. I said, impossible. How can this be like this? You know? Because this is, how can something be bigger than this this well? You know? He can't understand. And yesterday I was talking about the cow itself, you know, about how they don't have any idea what is across the road. Like this also, people, they think that this is the object of their happiness, you know, by taking drugs, by become dependent upon alcohol and cigarette and so on. They think that without that I can't live. But imagine, think of the time when you were living without these things. You were not dependent upon these things. You were happy also. These have not made you happy, have ruined you in reality. Some people will say, yes, I have taken this ayahuasca or whatever. I have an experience of an awakening. Well, look, it can give you a certain psychological experience because it's opened up certain things inside of your mind, but it's not reality. Because something which is real stays for a longer time, permanently even. But something which it's not, it have its short time and then it will disappear. So engaging yourself with who is in your surrounding, you know, that's what I was saying yesterday. Tell me who is your companion, I will tell you who you are. So like that, you see, if you have your companion as the addiction for all these things, change the people around you. Start engaging into service, start engaging into doing some spiritual practices, and start engaging sincerely, you know, not just fakely, not just appear to practice, but sincerely practice your spirituality, you know, and practice that it can bring you closer and closer to the divine itself, you know. And that happens only when you associate yourself. Transformation happens when you associate yourself with people which is centered into God consciousness. So, if you want to really sincerely change, start engaging into service to the Lord.